Despite the hill being a very accurate depiction of Rickey Hill's inspiring true story, the film does leave out one important detail during Hill's historic meeting with Red Murff. The Dennis Quaid-led sports film chronicles Hill's real-life rise to being signed by a Major League Baseball team despite being born with a degenerative spine disease that made it incredibly difficult and painful to play the game he loved. Rickey, portrayed by Colin Ford and Jesse Berry in The Hill, also fought against his father's disapproval of being a professional baseball player. Red Murff, a former MLB player and famous scout known for discovering the pitching talents of Hall of Famer Nolan Ryan, was actually much more formidable-looking in real life. While Scott Glenn delivers a convincing performance as the intimidating figure in the movie, the real Rickey Hill felt like he was staring up at a giant when he approached Murff about playing in the tryout game. As depicted in The Hill, Rickey went a remarkable 11 for 11 in the tryout even after getting hit badly by a pitch, earning him a spot in the Expos minor league farm system. The real Rickey Hill scaled a 10-foot wall in order to meet Red Murff. One key true story detail that was not depicted in The Hill was how Rickey was able to get his meeting with Red Murff in the first place. In the movie, Rickey simply walks up to Murff, who is standing in the loge section on the first baseline of the ballpark talking to a group of other Major League scouts. One of those scouts is portrayed by the actual Rickey Hill, who watches Glenn's Murff talk to a younger version of himself played by Colin Ford. The film leaves out the part of the true story in which Rickey scaled a 10-foot wall to get into the stadium in order to have his shot at meeting Murff, which led to him playing in the tryout game. After the real Rickey scaled the wall, he approached Murff, who was standing on the pitcher's mound rather than in the bleachers, and tapped him on the shoulder. Murff admired Rickey's confidence in his abilities right off the bat and gave him his shot to play as DH for both teams in the tryout game. Rickey scaling a wall in real life underscores the movie's inspiring message. Scott Glenn as Red Murff in The Hill. While Rickey technically trespassed in order to get his meeting with Murff, the true story moment highlights Rickey's perseverance and tenacity to overcome his obstacles. This is one of the movie's biggest themes, especially considering the physical challenge Rickey faced by climbing up that wall despite his painful spine disease. Because Rickey ran the risk of injuring himself further just to get his shot in the majors by meeting with Murff, it would have made for a great scene in The Hill by further showcasing his relentless inner drive.